Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue à Learn French by Suchita. Je m'appelle Suchita, votre enseignante de la langue française, et dans cette vidéo, on va apprendre les articles définis. Before we begin with this video, I would like to introduce you to my website www.learnfrenchbysuchita.com, where you will find recorded courses for all your French language needs. We have courses for DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, TEF TCF recorded course, French phonetics as well. We have special courses for our school students ranging from grade 5 to grade 8. We also have courses for university students who are enrolled in certificate course or diploma course in Delhi University. And finally, we also have courses for our school students who are aiming to appear for their DELF Prem or DELF Junior examinations. So hurry up and check it out. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into the video and we are going to learn the definite articles in French. That means les articles définis. Now, before starting with the video, I would like to know from you that how many definite articles do we have in English? Just reflect upon. Yeah, of course, you just have one definite article in English and that is the. So see, you have three articles in English, that is a, an, the. But out of them, a and an, they are your indefinite articles and the is your definite article. The difference is that when you do not know anything about that object, let's say if I say marker, I do not know this marker belongs to whom. I would say this is a marker because I do not know whose marker is this, and that is indefinite article. Itself the word suggests indefinite. Yeah. And now let's move on to the definite article. The definite article is when you're sure about something. Let's say if I know that this marker is of Suchita, I would say this is the marker of Suchita because there I'm sure. If you talk about any mountain range, anything for which you're sure about, you always say the Himalayas. Yeah. So because you're sure about there is only one Himalayas in the world. So that is why definite article. Now in English, I just told you that there is only one definite article and that is the. So if you want to say the book, the chair, the table, the clock, the fan, the room, you just have one way of saying. And the reason is, even if something is plural, let's say if I want to say the pens, the markers, even then we say the. There's no difference. The reason is that in English, the words are not gender based. That means what? If I say a table, the table, it will never come into your mind that the table is male or female because it is not. The nouns in English, they are not gender based. Table, chair, fan, clock, whatever examples I'm giving you, they are not feminine, not masculine. Unlike French. In French, all the nouns that you talk about, let's say the door, that would be either masculine or feminine. That we are going to see in a while. But all the nouns are gender based and according to the gender and according to the number, you decide which article to use, which definite article to use. So in English, you just have one way of saying the. However, in French, it is more complicated. You have 4 different ways of saying the and those are le. Bah, il faut bien prononcer, hein. Le, la. Bah, il faut ouvrir la bouche. La, les, L apostrophe. Le, la, les, L apostrophe. Le, la, les, L apostrophe. Répétez s'il vous plaît. Le, la, les, L apostrophe. Now, if you see the meaning of all 4 of them is the, right? Now we'll look at where to use which one. If the noun, we'll first look at this one. If the noun that we are talking about is plural, if that is plural, if let's say tables or fans or chairs or cameras, anything, then it will always take le, irrespective of masculine, feminine, begins with a vowel, anything. You don't have to really care about. If it is plural, you will always and always apply le. Okay. Second, L apostrophe. Now, first always check, is the noun plural? If it is not plural, move to the next one. If it is singular and it begins with a vowel. If it is singular and it begins with a vowel or the silent letter H, in that case you put L apostrophe. If it does not even begin with a vowel, then you have to apply your minds. Is it masculine or is it feminine? So if a word is masculine singular, you apply le, and if the word is feminine singular, you apply la. So that means you use le for the words which are masculine singular, la for the words which are feminine singular, le for the words which are plural, and L apostrophe for the words which begin with a vowel or the silent letter H, and the word should be singular. In that case, you use L apostrophe. So now we'll look at certain examples to explain you the concept in a better way. And we are going to begin with le. First of all, because you always begin by looking at the noun that you're talking about. Is it plural? So how do you get to know it is plural or not? You generally see by this, generally. Yeah. So if you see table, table. So see, in English, if I say singular one, it is table. However, in plural, it is tables. Table, tables. Chair, chairs. But in French, of course you apply S, but you don't pronounce it. So even the singular one is table and even the plural one is table. Right? So how do you get to know that the other person who is talking, that he or she is talking about something which is singular or plural? That you get to know by the article he or she is using. So let's say if I'm using the singular article, that would be, I'm talking about the singular table. And if I'm using the plural one, so we say that the table word is plural in that case. So now here I've written all the nouns which are plural. So if they are plural, you never have to see masculine, feminine, begins with a vowel. No. Blindly you have to apply le. But that doesn't mean that the noun is not male or not female. Of course, the word table, that's female because that ends with an E. Right? So, les tables. Les tables. The tables. Chien. Les chiens. Les chiens. The dogs. Les voitures. Les voitures. The cars. Les chaises. Les chaises. The chairs. So you see, les tables, les chiens, les voitures et les chaises. Now, let's begin with the nouns which are singular. So just now I told you, if the noun is plural, you do not have to care about masculine, feminine, beginning with a vowel. No. Just look at the noun, it is plural, just blindly apply le. Now let's move on to the nouns which are singular. Okay? For this, even for this, the noun should be singular. Now see, the noun is singular. The next step that you have to check is, does it begin with a vowel? Now here, I've written all the words which are singular or plural. They're all singular, of course. Très bien. Now if they are singular, the next step you have to check is, do they begin with a vowel? In this case, the vowel which are A, E, I, O, U, A, E, I, O, U, and the letter H which is mute. You don't pronounce it. Yeah. So even that is counted as, you can say that that is also counted as a vowel only because you don't pronounce it. Yeah. So if the word is singular and that begins with a vowel or the silent letter H, in that case apply L apostrophe. So that means, see, if you would have said this word without L apostrophe, the pronunciation would have been étudiant, étudiant. But now with this, it joins and it becomes l'étudiant. L'étudiant. The student. L'étudiant. Hôtel. Hôtel. With this, it becomes l'hôtel. Avion. L'avion. Ordinateur. L'ordinateur. Oreiller. L'oreiller. Ok? Alors, l'étudiant, the student. L'hôtel, the hotel. L'avion, the aeroplane or the airplane. L'ordinateur, that's the computer. And l'oreiller, which is the pillow. But that doesn't mean that the nouns we are talking about, they do not have any gender. Of course they have. Like for example, if I say étudiant, that is male. If I say hôtel, that is male. But since they begin with a vowel, you have to apply L apostrophe. Now, we'll look at the nouns which are singular and which are not beginning with a vowel. So, we are done with this step and this step. Now, we'll look at this one. So, first you always check, is the noun plural? Now check. Is any of them is plural? No. Do they begin with a vowel? Any of them? None of them begins with a vowel. We'll move one step forward. Now we'll have to check, is my noun masculine or feminine? Now for that, the rule is 70 to 75% of the cases, in 70 to 75% of the cases, the nouns which end with E, they are generally feminine. Generally. Yeah, but 20 to 25% of the cases, they are exceptional, where rule becomes opposite. So basically the words which end with E, they are feminine, and the words which do not end with E, they are masculine. But that rule applies in 70 to 75% of the cases. Now here what I can tell you is no word is an exception. So you can think that if it ends with an E, feminine. If it doesn't end with an E, it is masculine. Now check in all the cases. Is there any case wherein it ends with E? No. T, C, C, U, N, T. None of them. So that means all of them are masculine. So you say le lit. Le, c'est vraiment important de bien prononcer. Le lit. The bed. Le parc. The park. Le sac. The bag. Le drapeau. The flag. Le pain. Pain. That's the bread. Le chocolat. That's a chocolate. So, le lit, le parc, le sac, le drapeau, le pain, le chocolat. Now, we'll look at the words which are singular and which are feminine. So, see, again we'll apply the same rule. Just check, is any of them is plural? First you always begin with checking, is it plural? None of them is plural. Then check, does it begin with a vowel? Now we'll check. T, B, P, F, C, C. None of them begins with a vowel. Then you have to check, is it male or is it female? Now see, I told you the rule, in 70 to 75% of the cases, the words which end with E, they are feminine, and the words which do not end with E, they are masculine. So, here none of them is an exception. So all of them end with E, that means they are going to be feminine. And if they are feminine, you are going to apply la. So you say la trousse, la trousse, which is the pencil case. La bouteille, bouteille, la bouteille, which is the bottle. La porte, la porte, that's the door. La fenêtre, la fenêtre, that's the window. La clé, La clé, that's the key. La couverture, that's the blanket. La trousse, la bouteille, la porte, la fenêtre, la clé et la couverture. If you like this video, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and for daily updates and reminders, do not forget to hit the bell icon. And I'll see you very soon with the next video. Till then, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.